Now that you have installed your Turtles 3 ATR EA, let's add it to a chart and to see the menu and how it works. Here is your installed expert. Just drag and drop. Check algo, allow algo trading, and here based on the backtests you will have to choose these values. So you will trade multiple instruments, preferably above 20, using this expert on daily time frame. And for silver there will be some optimal values, for gold a little bit different, for some forex pair another set of values will work the best, for stocks other values, etc. So here let's say we will have, after backtest, find that a breakout period of 40 days works best. We modify here. Breakout, it's simple. The system looks 40 days back, excluding current candle, and checks if the current price is higher or lower compared to the highest and lowest price value of the last 40 days. And when in the current candle the price makes a new high or a new low, it's considered breakout and trade will be placed, long or short. ATR period for stop loss by default 20, and I recommend you to let it at this value. The value of ATR is calculated based on the ATR of the last 20 candles. For stop loss, by default it will use a multiplier of 3, but if after backtest 2 will work better, you can adjust it to 2. Also the ATR period for trail stop, leave it the same as the ATR period for stop loss. In this case I recommend to stay with 20, but you can move and choose to have 14 or a higher value. In the end is not that important, but I find this 20 to be optimal. ATR multiplier for trail stop will be 3. As you can see, if you let here 3, the trail stop will begin at the same level. And if the current candle which makes the breakout and the long position, let's say it's activated, if it closes higher than the entry point, the trail stop will be already moved higher. Here I recommend to use between 0.5 to 2%. 1 is optimal in some cases, but if you trade 30, 40, 50, even 100 instruments, of course you will risk less per trade. But for 20, 30, it's okay with 1%. Or if you want, lower. Still, I don't recommend to go over 2% because then it's too risky. Then we come to the risk management part of the expert with enable risk reduction set true, and usually I use 10% for drawdown. I allowed my account to have a 10% drawdown before the trigger reduction is activated, and the position size will be reduced by 20%, and for every 10% or more drawdown, another risk reduction of the position size will be activated. In total are allowed maximum 3 reductions for position size. The value of the max balance, number of reductions already in place will be saved in backup files. You don't have to worry about that. So if you restart, you have electricity failure or your computer stops somehow, when you open, these values will not be lost and EA will recover. So what I want to say is that this mechanism is well implemented. And of course, when the balance of the account increases over the previous maximum, so you no longer have a drawdown, you will not have any longer reduction position size implemented or in place. And of course, every trade has his magical number, and here if you go to journal tab, expert tab, you will see the critical file operations, like when a new position is taken, updates on balance, on reduction position size or recovery, etc. So to recapitulate, you you will have to backtest on every instrument to find the optimal values for breakout, ATR multiplier for stop loss, ATR multiplier for trail stop, and here depends on you how much you want to risk per trade. And basically after this, press OK. The expert will monitor the price, and when a breakout takes place, a trade will be placed. You don't have to do anything but to ensure algo trading is active and your computer is up and running. Your most important part is to add as many instruments for trading as possible and to backtest to see if and with what settings will work best. Of course, because this is a trend following expert, you have to look for instruments which tend to have trends, not evolve in terms of price sideways. So this is basically the expert. Give it time, and as you will see in your backtest, his expectancy is positive and the results will appear.